Hello, everyone. Welcome to LAC1. It is Friday, April 8th. So smile, it's Friday. Today we are finishing our Unit 4, Lesson 5, Culture and Literature, My Aunt Gold Teeth. So our warm-up for today, name one of the theme topics for the story, My Aunt Gold Teeth. Name one of the theme topics for the story, My Aunt Gold Teeth. Think of the themes of the story. What are some of the theme topics? Okay, so maybe you thought of religion and spiritual rituals, right? Culture, for sure. Bearing children, societal pressure, societal and cultural expectations, right? All of those are theme topics for our story. So we'll talk more about those themes today. LAC1 this week. So yesterday we started our 4.05 lesson. Today we're going to finish our 4.05 lesson, and you are going to take the 4.05 quiz. The 4.05 quiz is due today, Friday, April 8th. And this quiz, this 4.05 quiz, will have questions from the Man to Send Rain Cloud story from Lesson 3. The poem, I explain a few things from Lesson 4, and my Aunt Gold Teeth story from Lesson 5. So if you need to go back and review those three stories, well, not stories, texts, because that's not a story, it's a poem. And if you need to also go back and review those three lessons, you certainly can do that before you take the quiz. Here's a sneak peek at next week. Our calendar for next week, as you can see, we only are in school Monday and Tuesday. So Monday the 11th, we will complete Unit 4, Lesson 8, which is a unit review. Then next Tuesday, April 12th, we are going to start working in Lesson 9, which is we're going to be working in the test section of Lesson 9, and we will take the Unit 4 test. So the Unit 4 test will be due next Tuesday, the 12th. And then next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the 13th, 14th, and the 15th, we are off, no school for spring break for those days. All right, Unit 4, Lesson 4.05 is what we're working in today. Our lesson goals by the end of the 4.05 lesson, students will be able to analyze cultural experience in world literature, explain how point of view and word choice create meaning, trace the development of theme in My Aunt Gold Teeth. And our essential question, how can we analyze cultural viewpoints? Today's plan. So we started Unit 4, Lesson 4.05 yesterday. We're going to finish this up today. It is due today, April 8th. Yesterday we did the learn and practice parts of the online lesson, so you'll complete those today if you haven't yet. And then today we are doing the review and the assessment part of the lesson. That assessment is the quiz. So for our guided lesson, we're going to do our story review. We're going to finish up our KWL chart. Then for independent work time, you'll complete review and assessment. You'll take the 4.05 quiz. So the story is My Aunt Gold Teeth. And if you haven't read this yet, you'll need to do that today before you take the quiz. Okay, the read aloud is about 17 minutes long, and the story starts in the textbook on page 321. All right, so our story review, My Aunt Gold Teeth. At 40, Gold Teeth is still childless. She feels cursed by her failure and will do anything to change it, even dabble in other religions in secret. So Gold Teeth's desire to fulfill her cultural expectations and her confusion at her inability to do so is developed throughout the story. She is desperate to get pregnant and she does anything she can, even going outside of her religion and culture, to make that happen. When her husband becomes ill, Goldteeth believes she has caused his illness by performing Christian rituals. She uses the insulin prescribed by the doctor, but also consults a mystic known to be a faith healer. The story deals with several complex themes. One of these is the impact of the cultural expectations placed on Gold Teeth. When she fails to live up to those expectations, she becomes unsure of who she is and what she should believe. So we talked about cultural expectations in our KWL chart yesterday. And we definitely see how those cultural expectations really affect our character in the story. So some more story review. One woman, two cultures. So Gold Teeth is a strong, stubborn woman who is utterly devoted to her husband and her religion, Hinduism. Her religious beliefs are essential to who she is and how she navigates the world. However, she is also infatuated with the culture of the Christian religion. So the narrator of the story sees Gold Teeth in a negative light. In his eyes, she is his slightly crazy and misguided aunt. He perceives her adventures and actions with condensation and annoyance. For Gold Teeth, however, this is serious. The shift in perspective creates a shift in tone that changes how readers see the main character. So it's an interesting presentation of the story where this narrator is the nephew of the main character, and he does not like his aunt. He's very mean. He says very mean things about her. He's kind of nasty when he describes her, and it's very negative. But then we also see the struggle and the pain of Gold Teeth and things from her perspective, and how these clashing of cultures is, her life. This is serious, and this is her life, and this is how she's trying to deal with the challenges and complications in her life, right? So let's finish our KWL chart on cultural expectations. So think about the cultural expectations that you thought about when we completed this chart yesterday. So what you wanted to know, what you already knew about that topic, what you wanted to know about that topic. And now after the story, what have you learned about cultural expectations? What have you learned? Think about that topic, cultural expectations, and what that means to you and also to the characters in the story. So what have you learned? All right. So now that we have finished our KWL chart, if you want to go back to yesterday's lesson and think about what you already know about cultural expectations, what you wanted to know about cultural expectations, and now what you have learned about that topic. Maybe your viewpoint has stayed the same. Maybe it has expanded a little bit, and maybe it has completely changed. Okay, so all of these texts will be on today's quiz. Please review these 3 readings before you take the 4.05 quiz. So we have The Man to Send Rain Clouds. That was a 4.03 lesson. I explain a few things poem. That was in 4.04 lesson, and My Uncle Teeth from our 4.05 lesson. So your assignment alert for today, the 4.05 quiz on cultural viewpoints and experience. You will take this today. It is due today, April 8th, and it will end on April 11th. So it's due today, and it will close and lock on April 11th. All right, so Unit 4, Lesson 4.05, finish, learn, and practice if you didn't yet. And then complete review and assessment, take the 4.05 quiz. Whatever you don't get done during class, please finish for homework. Okay. Use the Unit 4 help video if you need to. So today's tasks and homework, Unit 4 Lesson 4.05, complete all of the parts of the online lesson, especially the graded work. Make sure you take the 4.05 quiz. Okay. Have a great weekend, happy weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye, everyone.